Hey guys, Sci-Fi Guy 2094 here. I'm going to be talking about two movies that came out. Actually, one movie that came out this year, and another one that's coming out next year that I'm really not excited for anymore. So I'm just going to jump right in. The first one was Megalopolis. Looked super cool when the trailer first came out. I was kind of questioning. I was like, okay, well, it could be interesting. Like, can this guy actually stop time, or is this like a dream sequence where it's going to be like alluding to, other events that are going to happen and, in the future while when he's actually in reality. But it turns out he actually can control time. If you remember the trailer when Adam Driver was standing out on the ledge and he says time stop or something like that. Um, so I just figured like, okay, that's kind of like a weird element to add to a film that is about like this architect rebuilding the city, him controlling time. I was like, okay, that seems kind of out of place, but I mean, it is sci-fi. Um, I ended up hearing that doesn't really have a larger plot to play in the film. He does it like maybe one, two times, and it's not really like an important aspect. Um, so, and then what cemented my decision to like not go pay money to see this film was when I was seeing not necessarily critic reviews, but just like YouTubers like out of the theater reaction. Like everybody was like they were confused about like what this film really was. Like there are a bunch of pieces to this film that necessarily didn't intertwine. It was like a very convoluted, messy plot, and nobody was really sure what to make of it. So I was watching those out of the theater reactions, and then I did look at some critic scores and audience scores, and like it seemed like everyone hated it, which is not necessarily an indicator for me if a film is going to be good or bad, because there are some films that I really like that critics and audiences both hate. I'll give you like a good example. Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, starring Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne. It's like a space opera film, basically. So it's super cool. Like it's got great effects. I love it. It's just beautiful. It's like this awesome space adventure. So I really like it. But it's like critics didn't like it, audiences didn't like it. I feel like I'm probably one of the few people that like that movie, which is cool with me. So it's not like if I see these reviews from the audience and the critics that I just won't give a film a chance, because I will. Um, but in this case, it was like almost everybody was saying the same thing about it being like an incoherent, jumbled mess. So it's just like, oh yeah, not gonna watch it. And then it ended up, I guess word of mouth got out, and it basically just ended up like flopping. So everybody started calling it Megaflopolis, and that's kind of like the name. It's just stuck because it just it flopped at the box office. $120 million budget of Francis Ford Coppola's own money, and he only made like $11 million. So that's that. And then the other film I was kind of excited about was Mickey 17. I talked about it in a previous video. So they released the trailer for that, and it's a black comedy film. So I'm not really interested in that anymore, just because like the comedic aspect of it. Um, so that's gonna be January, but I'm gonna skip that one. But anyway, there are two films that I do want to see. Um, they just released a trailer for The Electric State. It's a Netflix film. It stars Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown, and basically she is going to travel across the country and search for her missing brother. After the the country has been at war between robots who wanted their freedom and humans. So we'll have to see what that is. I think it's based on, I believe it is based on a novel. So I'm not too familiar with the novel. I'll have to kind of look into it, but it seems pretty cool. And then the other one is Ash. It is a indie film. It's just called Ash, ASH, and it's like, I want to say it's the producer of District 9 and Chappie. So Neil Blomkamp, I believe he produced this film. It's just like a sci-fi thriller, um, with like a little bit of horror elements to it, maybe. I can't really explain too much because honestly, the trailer that they released is just a teaser and they didn't give too much away, which is really great. It just gives you like a little taste. That's what trailers should be. So it looks really cool, looks very intriguing. Um, if you guys are into like sci-fi thriller, psychological type movies, then it's probably one for you. Definitely go check it out. Just type in Ash trailer and it'll be RLJE Films. And yeah, watch that trailer, check it out. Looks pretty cool. So anyway, that's gonna be the video for today, and I will see you guys next time.